Hey, everybody. I just wanted to share a conversation that I had recently with one of my friends who's going through his own uncertain time in his career. So, as a little bit of background, he is trying to break into user experience, and he has done some certificate programs in the past. Those kind of didn't work out for him very well. So, he decided about a year and a half ago to work with one-on-one with a mentor and has been doing so ever since. But recently, the mentor pretty much hinted that it might be time for them to part ways. They're raising their rates, and he's kind of feeling this internal pressure of, I'm at a fork in the road. Do I stick with this person? Do I go back and do a certificate program, or do I work, maybe pick up a university program, or do I try and build out the rest of my portfolio on my own? And he was asking me for some advice. What should he do? And he was throwing out, how expensive some were, the time that it would take for some of these other ones. And I just asked him three questions. And my goal for sharing these is that if you're going through a time of uncertainty, that these questions are things that you can ask yourself to help make a better decision. And so the first question that I asked him was, what is your ultimate goal for whatever you decide right now? Is it that you want to build out your portfolio more? You want to pick up more projects? Is it that you maybe want to shake off some of that rust, that it's been a while since you've learned this stuff? Do you want to relearn some of this stuff and pick up a new project? Is your primary goal to find a job as fast as you can? Right? All of those are good goals, and you can even have multiple goals, but you have to know the hierarchy of which one matters most before you can decide what you want to do. The second question that I asked him was around how he best works. You have to understand yourself. So part of the reason that it's taken him so long is because he, like myself, we need deadlines, we need structure. If I don't have someone kind of behind me checking in on me and telling me what I need to be doing, sometimes I will get all the way until it's like right about the deadline for whatever I'm supposed to be doing. And I end up procrastinating and having to do it at the last minute. And I think he's very much the same way. And so I asked him, knowing yourself, sure, it may be cheaper to do this other option. It may be cheaper to go by yourself and just try and pick up projects or work one-on-one with this mentor. It may be a little bit more expensive to work in these programs, but if those provide you the structure to actually get the results you need, then it's going to be worth the investment up front. So try to challenge the assumptions that you are making. In fact, that was the third question that I asked him is, what are you assuming is true about all of these options? Like, go one by one. What are the assumptions that you're making about the potential programs, about their outcomes, about their value, before you make that decision? Because who knows, you might be limiting yourself based on past experience that isn't specifically relevant here. And so I had him challenge his assumptions on what some of these things would actually provide, and really just have a clear conversation with the people that were offering them, whether it's the people who are running a certain program, one-on-one conversation with the mentor, but get clear on what you need. What's your ultimate goal? Then how do I best work? Realistically, how can I actually achieve this outcome? And what is getting in my way as far as assumptions that I'm making about my options and opportunities? If you ask yourself those three questions, you have a much better chance of making the right decision for you when you're faced with uncertainty. Best of luck. I'm sure you're going to navigate this great.